Brethren, if also a man is overtaken in some trespass, you who are spiritual, knit together such a one in a spirit of objectivity, while scoping out yourself, lest you are also tempted. Galatians 6:1. A clear definition of sin and its distinction from trespass is essential for understanding Paul's message. Sin is consistently described as an action external to the body, 1 Corinthians 6:18. According to 1 John 3:4, sin is defined as lawlessness. Misunderstandings regarding the definition of sin often lead to confusion, particularly concerning mental processes. Sin is not merely missing the mark or falling short of the glory of God. For Christians, sin encompasses any action not performed from faith, Romans 14:23. This includes knowingly acting contrary to God's will by neglecting to do good, and choosing to live in opposition to divine desires, James 4:17. Ephesians 2:1 states that all were once dead in trespasses and sins. James 1:14 and 15 outlines the process by which sin is produced. Initially, individuals are enticed to act improperly. This enticement, a thought in the mind, does not determine righteousness or unrighteousness, regardless of its nature. Accepting and deciding to fulfill a strong desire marks the point of trespass, where the wrongful desire is conceived. If this conception is not resisted, it leads to the birth of sin. Thus, conception and birth are distinct, as are trespass and sin. One precedes the other, but they are not identical. Because sin is an external lawless action, trespass refers to the internal determination to pursue wrongdoing. An individual caught in a trespass is mentally ensnared by a prior decision related to a strong desire that leads to unrighteousness or sin. Sin does not occur in the mind. It is the enactment of lawlessness. Consequently, thoughts themselves are not inherently sinful, even if they concern sinful acts. The appropriate support for someone caught in a trespass is to assist them in overcoming these mental determinations by taking the way of escape, 1 Corinthians 10:13. When the decision to commit a sinful act is rejected in the mind, the act itself does not occur, resulting in victory. When assisting a fellow believer caught in a trespass, it is necessary to remain vigilant to avoid personal temptation. No temptation has overtaken humanity except what is common to all, 1 Corinthians 10:13. Therefore, no one is exempt from temptation. Maintaining focus requires an objective mindset, which is an aspect of the fruit of the Spirit. Paul does not use the term gentleness in this context. Modern English translations often render the Greek word in Galatians 6:1 as gentle, but its meaning is objectivity of mind. Gentleness is not listed as a fruit of the Spirit, rather objectivity of mind is emphasized. Employing an attitude of sweet reasonableness instead of objectivity when assisting others may endanger the helper, as it undermines self-examination and the maintenance of an objective perspective. A spiritual individual is characterized by alignment with and the emanation of the Holy Spirit's influence. Such a person is filled with the Spirit and yielding to righteousness, Ephesians 5:18. This lifestyle begins with focusing the mind on the things above, Colossians 3:2, which enables the conclusions of the thoughts to be brought into obedience to the Christ, 2 Corinthians 10:5. In this condition, the believer achieves victory over the sin nature by living according to the righteous desires imparted by the Holy Spirit, Galatians 5:18. Consequently, the believer walks in the light, engaging in fellowship and expressing love toward other believers, 1 John 1:7. With this mindset, a fellow saint caught in a trespass can be restored without the helper succumbing to the same temptation. Visit www.thechristianlife.org today to explore more grace-filled teachings, Bible studies, and resources that will strengthen your walk in the freedom of Christ.